The DC animated universe has been a cornerstone of American cartoon television. It's an intricate timeline of well-written animated series that have affected people spanning multiple generations. This all starting with the fan-favorite character, the Batman, and his animated series. This show's debut in 1992 gave way to a bunch of different DC animated shows and movies. Some better than others, cough cough, bring back Young Justice. There's one animated movie though that I've always thought was innovative and stood out from the rest, which in comparison to the other animated movies featuring the Dark Knight is a bold statement. So throw on your capes, your cowls, and use your detective skills to solve one of Batman's greatest mysteries.
You're now watching The Captain.
There's an odd character in this one, Batwoman. She's not Batgirl. And it's this mystery in Gotham City of who this woman is. And I didn't even know who it was until I actually got to that point in the script, so good writing.
The issue with Batwoman, the reason I'm so concerned about finding out who she is because I'm concerned about how it reflects on the whole Batman mystique.
The point is, her costume links her to me. Why?
The Mystery of the Batwoman released on October 21st, 2003, featuring a story that takes place after the events of Batman and Sub-Zero, but right before the flashback of the Batman Beyond Return of the Joker movie. The funny thing about this movie is that although Batwoman is a major character within it, it doesn't feature the character of Kate Kane that everybody's normally accustomed to. She's had stints in other animated movies and had her own short-lived TV series on the CW. But instead of her, the movie makes way for the appearance of an entirely new Batwoman, from the one debuted in 1956. The story unfolds with a Cape Crusader with whom the audience initially believes to be Batman due to the shape of the cowl flying in the sky. But this person is destroying a shipment of weapons and made pretty apparent that they do not give a damn about human life. She literally defeats villains by firing a live rocket launcher directly at them or just straight up throwing them off of a bridge. The story also introduces a lineup of other new characters such as the quick-tempered Carlton Duquesne, his daughter, the femme fatale, Kathy Duquesne, the genius scientist, Dr. Roxanne Ballantyne, and the hungry, wet behind the ears detective, Sonia Alcana, as well as a group of returning characters that you may be familiar with. All these characters help to make the story great, but the ones who get the spotlight are the three women, and deservingly so. Spoiler alert, from here on out, I'm going to be talking about the actual plot line of the movie, so if you haven't seen it, please stop the video, go see it, thank me later, and let me know how much you love the movie in the comments. Alright, let's continue. Each of the women are an equal part of what makes the Batwoman persona possible, providing resources, intellect, and organization, as well as their burning motivation. Kathy being the one funding the operation, Rocky being the one designing the amazing costume, as well as the unique Green Goblin-like glider that I definitely want to see in the future of DC content, and finally Sonia being the one to bring them all together for the common cause of taking down Rupert Thorne, the Penguin, and Kathy's father, each woman having their own personal vendetta against one of the three. This movie does two things extremely well that I absolutely adore. It keeps you guessing until it's ready for a reveal that you don't really see coming, and it builds atmosphere and a vibe through music and sound design. Two things I feel should always be implemented in any Batman story. The movie keeps the same noirish feel that the original animated series does by making the Batwoman's theme music a jazz-infused song that, to me personally, is definitely iconic. The saxophone are pure fuego that deserves more recognition. Like, man, just listen to this. Lastly, the thing that made a long-lasting impression on me was the great misdirection. The movie takes the three Batwoman candidates and simultaneously makes you believe each one of them are suspects of being the Batwoman, then disproving each of those theories that the Batman makes until the final act of the movie, in which they reveal how everything happened. The film takes precautions like having the voice that all three of the Batwomen had under the cowl be that of an entirely different voice actor altogether, so you can never really narrow down exactly who it is just by listening for a voice. They also have the same physical build, so you can't really look for any distinguishing physical traits that one has over the other. Personally, for me, this movie is an underrated gem I feel like should be talked about more. Beyond being talked about, I'm definitely surprised that more people don't cosplay this Batwoman design and it isn't hyped up more in games, comics, or animation. But it is what it is. Let me know in the comments below, have you watched this movie? What did you think about it? This has been Charlie of the Then and Now podcast. Be sure to like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel for more dope videos like this. Peace.
You're now watching The Captain.